Namaste yogis, here's another very unprofessional video from Yoga with Moira to support you on your Cancer Research Yoga Challenge February 2024, and I'm in the studio so no dogs to entertain us or disrupt us. So let's get started. This is a 10-minute sequence that we've picked up in practice this week, so you should be able to follow it quite easily, but feel free to pause, stop, rewind, and listen out for the contraindications. Okay, let's go. You can keep your socks on because it's a bit chilly in here. Okay, so come into Tadasana. Feet are hip width apart, shoulders nice and relaxed, and we're going to start off with the shoulders. So when you're ready, just simply raise the shoulders up to the ears, a really tight squeeze, and relax. And remember, each of the movements we do in these short sequences, you only need to do about 3. But you can feel free to do more. Shoulder rolls. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as you take them back. Bring the shoulder points as close together as you can as you bring them forward. And breathe, and then reverse it, inhaling to bring the shoulders up, exhaling to bring them round, inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. Okay, take the arms out shoulder height, almost as if you're trying to press the palms into on a wall, so the fingers are nice and high, heels of the wrist pressing away from you. Okay, we're not going to make big circles here, small circles. Big circles are actually very easy to do. Small circles will really get into the shoulder joint. If you find this just a little bit too much, then bring your hands onto your shoulders. Remember, if it feels uncomfortable, don't do it. And then go the other way. Reverse it. Very, very simple. Okay, nice. Okay, and then let that go. And I want you to bring the palms of the hands together, and I want you to round the upper back. So really reach away with you so you can feel the shoulder blades separating. And then as you inhale, bend the elbows, take the arms back, and then just look up. You're not throwing the head back. So breathing out, reach away, palms of the hands together. Inhale, take the arms back, elbows shoulder height, open the chest. And again, do as many of these as you want, but 3 should be enough to just warm the body up. Perfect. And then just release. Inhale, take the arms up. I want you to hold on to your right wrist with your left hand. Extend that arm up so you feel the side of the body already opening. And then just take a little gentle bend to the left. Okay, now I want you to notice where the weight is in your legs. And I want you to transfer all the weight into your left leg. So the left leg is feeling very strong, and then take the right leg out. It's a balance. Breathe. Beautiful. And then keeping the side bend, lower that leg, transfer the weight into your right leg, lift the left leg up. Again, breathe. Nice. Lower the leg down, come back to center, release the arms. Beautiful. Inhale, take the arms up, and this time we hold on to the left wrist. With the right hand, extend that arm up, and then take a gentle side bend. So again, you don't need to go very, very far. Again, notice the weight in the legs. You're going to take all the weight down into the right leg, and then let the left leg extend. Keep into that side bend. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Nicely done. Okay, and then you're going to bring that leg down again. Stay in the side bend. Transfer the weight into the left leg. Pick the right leg up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Beautiful. Lower that leg, take the arms wide, and then just a little pause in Tadasana just to check in. Okay, from here, bring the palms of the hands together. On an inhale, take the arms forward, up, separate the hands, little gentle back bend if that works for you. Hands come down the midline of the body, and on an exhale, come into a nice, gentle forward bend. Bend the knees as much as you need to allow that pelvic tilt, belly and chest on the thighs. Nice. Okay, then walk the hands forward and come down onto the knees. If you need a little bit of padding in the knees, you put that in place. Wrists are under shoulders, knees are under hips, tops of the feet are flat on the floor. Okay, excellent. Very, very simply. On an inhale, you're going to extend that right leg out. Okay, Now the leg's not going high up, the leg is going straight out from the hip. I'm also not allowing my right hip to lift. I'm keeping the back of the pelvis nice and level. Okay, so take a breath in and reach out through that heel. And as you breathe out, point the toes, draw your nose to your knee. So you're going to flex the foot, reach out through the heel, and just look towards the front of your mat. And then as you breathe out, drop the gaze, point the toes, nose to knee. Inhale to extend. Exhale to round. Beautiful. And after 3 or 4, knee to the floor. Second side. Take that left leg up and back. Again, don't allow the left hip. So if I'm going to come with a spirit level, the back of the sacrum stays nice and steady. Take a big breath in as you look forward, and as you breathe out, point the toes, nose to knee, and push the floor away. Inhale, look towards the front of the mat. Exhale, push the floor away. Nicely done. One more. Inhale, and then exhale. Okay, knees onto the floor, take the hips back towards the heels, elbows off the floor if that's comfortable for you, push the mat away from you so you're encouraging the hips back towards the heels, let the head just extend down into the floor. Nicely done. Okay, and then from here, come up onto all fours, tuck the toes under, draw up the pelvic floor, draw the navel back towards the spine, lift the knees, lift the hips, working towards maybe straightening the legs, but if this isn't a straight leg night or day, keep the knees bent. Nice, and then from here, take a deep bend in the knees, walk the hands towards the feet towards the hands, make the decision whether to take your socks off. Okay, hands onto the hips, bend the knees, push into the feet to come up, so the legs do all the work and not your hips. Okay, so you're going to step your left foot forward, right foot back. The right foot's going to be at a little bit of an angle. The hips are going to face towards the front of the mat, so don't allow this back hip to draw back. Adjust the feet so both hips are square towards the front of the mat. Take a little bend in that front leg and just notice if your back heel pops off the floor, shorten your stance. And if you can't see your toes, lengthen your stance because you want the knee to be above the ankle. So you should just about be able to see those toes. Okay, again, square the hips. Release the hands either side of the body. Okay, we're going to do an extended arm movement. So all the time I want you to be listening into your lower back, and at the same time I want you to press your feet down into the floor. The legs are incredibly strong. So press the back foot in, press the front foot in, draw Mula Bandha, engage Uddiyana Bandha. Roll the shoulders back, almost like you're trying to reach behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades. Take a big breath in, and as you breathe out, pressing those feet into the floor, start to lean forward. Immediately you will notice your upper back muscles, your thoracic muscles working. Okay, you can stay there or maybe take the arms out to the side or maybe extend the arms above the head. Each time you move the arms, it becomes a little bit stronger in the back. So again, use your legs, use your bandha, pelvic floor, navel to spine. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then slowly take the arms back, push into that front foot to come up and step forward. Okay, step to the other side. So left foot back, right foot forward. Have as much space as you need to between the feet so you don't feel unbalanced. And again, little bend on that front knee. Check the back foot is firmly placed on the floor. That will help you feel stable and that you feel nice and balanced. Adjust the feet as you need to. Again, take the arms behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Really open the chest. It will help you breathe. It is a little bit of a balance, so if you finding a drishti, your spot helps, then find your drishti. Again, press the feet into the floor. Take a big breath in. Make sure those hips are square. And then just start to lean forward. Okay, only go as far forward as you feel comfortable. If you feel wobbly, come back up a little bit. Adjust your feet. Listening to your back muscles. Maybe take the arms wide. If that feels okay, stay there. If you want to go further, maybe take the arms up. Again, press the feet into the mat. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Nicely done. Okay, and then take the arms wide, take the arms back, press the feet into the floor to come up, step the feet forward. Nice. Okay, palms of the hands together. Inhale, reach up, separate the hands, little gentle back bend. Bring the palms of the hands together, coming down again into a nice easy forward bend. Softness in the knees. And then in your own way, bring yourself down onto the floor. Okay, so soles of the feet on the floor. Do a little bit of wiggling and jiggling so you can feel your sit bones in the mat. Then take your hands behind you. Fingers can be pointing away from you. Fingers can be pointing towards you. Whatever works for your shoulders, whatever works for your wrists. Okay, again, engage the bandhas. Mula bandha, Uddiyana bandha. Okay, and when you feel nice and steady, then maybe start to lift the right leg off the floor so that that right lower leg is parallel to the mat. And then lower back down. Lift the left leg. Keep engaging the muscles. And then lower back down. Okay, so if you want to continue like this, you're simply lifting and lowering, maybe just tapping alternate legs. If you feel nice and steady, then maybe both legs. So this is a nice modified Navasana. Okay, if again you feel nice and steady, maybe take the hands away. And again, you're just lifting and lowering. Don't lose those bandhas. Keep engaging the pelvic floor, navel to spine. And if it works okay with bent legs, maybe working with straightening the legs. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Again, do as many as you want to. When you're finished, simply allow the spine to round over the legs. Let go of the bandhas, let go of your pelvic floor, let go of your abdominal muscles. Okay, from here, bring the inside edges of the feet together. You're going to wrap your left arm around those legs. Take your right arm behind you. And that right arm is going to stop you sinking. It's like a pillar. It's like a prop. It's going to keep you sitting up nice and upright. Take a big breath in. And as you breathe out, very simply, start to twist. Start at the belly, the chest, the shoulders, then maybe the head. And again, this hand is stopping me leaning back. This hand is helping me move into the twist. Pause and breathe. Nice. Okay, take a big breath in. And as you breathe out, you're going to untwist back to center. Little pause, then we go to the other side. So, wrapping the arm around the legs, taking the left arm behind you, taking a big breath in, and starting that twist from the base of the spine. So the belly, then the rib cage, then the chest, then the gaze. Okay, and again, the hand on the leg is helping me to deepen the twist. The hand on the floor behind me is stopping me leaning back. And I'm breathing. Nice. Okay, again, take a big breath in. And as you breathe out, you're going to untwist and come down onto your belly. Okay, so coming down onto the belly. Coming into your Sphinx pose. So a nice way to start Sphinx is to reach the arms out, coming into Advasana. Forehead on the floor, tops of the feet on the floor. And then very, very simply look up. Make sure your hands and your arms are shoulder width apart. And then just start moving them back. And you want your elbows to be in front of your shoulders, not behind your shoulders. Okay, so you want the upper arms either to be directly under or to be in a little bit of a slope. Okay, so again, we're going to do a little bit of abdominal work here. So I want you to nestle your pubic bone into the floor. Okay, then I want you to think of your lower ribs, and I want you to draw your lower ribs back. Really subtle movement, as if you're just drawing them, rounding the kind of middle of the back. And then you're going to draw your belly away from the floor. And then you're going to draw your pubic bone away from the floor. Then you're maybe going to lift your thighs away from the floor. Then you're maybe going to tuck your toes under and lift your knees off the floor. Hold and breathe, press the floor away from you, and then lower your knees, release your feet, lower your thighs, your pubic bone, your belly, your rib cage and look forward. One more. So engage the rib cage away from the floor, the navel away from the floor, the pubic bone away from the floor, the thighs away from the floor, tuck the toes under, the knees away from the floor. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then lower the knees, flatten out the feet, lower the thighs, pubic bone, belly, rib cage. Beautiful. Now remember, you stop at any one of those points. Lift the rib cage, that might be enough for you. Lift the navel, that might be enough. Lift the pubic bone, that might be enough. Lift the thighs, that might be enough. Lift the knees, the ultimate. Beautiful. Lower the knees, release the feet. Slowly lower down, release. And then very, very simply, forehead on forearms, let the heels separate into a relaxation posture. Okay, and then for the next few moments, you can stay there, forehead on the hands, or maybe clasp the hands in the back of the head. But wherever you are, whichever relaxation posture you have chosen, stay there for as long as you want. A minute, 2 minutes, 2 hours. It doesn't matter, but focus on your breath, breathe, and then when you're finished, slowly get yourself up in any way that feels comfortable with you and enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.